Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious camarones a la diabla with white rice. In case you guys want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 2 pounds of raw shrimp, 1.5 cups of rice, 4 roma tomatoes, 4 chile de árbol, 4 New Mexico or guajillo chile pods, 2 chile chipotle in adobo sauce, a half of a small white onion sliced, 1 garlic clove, 4 tablespoons of butter, a half a cup of mixed vegetables, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, salt, and black pepper. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so first we're going to start by making our white rice. So just make sure that you rinse your rice. And now we're going to grab a pan and we're going to set it on medium-high heat. We're going to add our 2 tablespoons of butter and we're just going to wait for that to melt. Alright guys, as soon as the butter has melted, we're going to add our rice. And now we're just going to cook it for 4 minutes. Alright guys, so after 4 minutes, this is what your rice should look like. You don't want it to be completely toasted. So now we're going to add 3 cups of water or chicken broth. Mix it. Okay, and to that we're going to add our garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. So mix it all together. So at this point, we're going to add our mixed vegetables. Spread them. Okay, so as soon as you begin to see it come to a simmer, lower it down to the lowest heat and cover it. Alright, so now we're just going to cover it and we're going to let that cook for 25 to 30 minutes, just until all of the water has evaporated. Alright guys, so while we wait for our rice, we can begin to work on our sauce for the shrimp. So in a small pot, we're going to add our guajillo or New Mexico chile pods, and I already removed the seeds and cleaned them. We're going to add our chile de árbol and our 4 roma tomatoes. So now we're just going to cover them with water. And we're just going to place it on our stove, set it on high heat, and just wait for them to come to a boil. Alright, so once our chiles and tomatoes come to a boil, now we're going to drain the water. Alright, so now we're ready to make our sauce. Alright, so now in our blender cup, we're going to add our chiles and tomatoes. We're going to also add the chile chipotle. Our garlic clove. A little bunch of our onion, a little salt, and 3/4 cup of water. Alright, so now we're going to blend everything together until we have a smooth sauce. Alright, so once we have our sauce, now we are ready to make our camarones a la diabla. Alright guys, so before you get to this step, just make sure that your shrimp is nice and clean. So I remove all of the veins and I rinse them. Alright, so now I'm going to grab a small pan. I'm going to set it at medium-high heat and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of our butter. So we're just going to wait for that to melt. Alright, so once our butter has melted, we're going to add our onion. And we're going to cook our onion for a couple minutes. Alright, so after 2 minutes, we're going to add our shrimp. And our shrimp is going to cook very fast. So now we're just going to season it with black pepper and salt. So just mix it together until our little shrimps turn into a beautiful salmon color. Alright, so after a few minutes, this is what our shrimp should look like. So now I'm just going to remove it from the heat, so like that we don't overcook our shrimp. Alright, so in the same pan, I'm going to return the sauce and strain if you need to. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to my blender so I can get the leftover sauce. So now just mix it and wait for the sauce to come to a simmer. Alright guys, so once your sauce comes to a simmer, let it simmer for 3 minutes. Alright guys, so after 3 minutes, our sauce is done. So now you just want to try it for salt and see if you need any. For me, this is perfect. So now we're just going to return our shrimps and onions back into the sauce. Get the juice too. And now just mixing and cover your shrimp with the sauce. And now you can turn it off. And our camarones a la diabla are ready to be served. So at the 25 minutes mark, our rice should be ready as well too. So now we're ready to enjoy. Okay, so now I just like to grab a cup of rice, place it in the center of my plate, just press it down, just like that. And now we're going to grab our camarones, our shrimps, and just go around the rice. And of course, it's all depending on how many shrimps you want or how big your shrimps are. But for presentation purposes, I'm going to make it look pretty. Okay, just clean up the plate. And now we are ready to enjoy. Alrighty guys, so once we're ready to enjoy, I like to serve it with tostadas, but of course you can just enjoy it like that with a fork, but let me tell you that it is delicious. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. I am so ready. Smells delicious. I'm just going to grab a little bit of both. It's still hot. And look at the rice. So fluffy, so beautiful. Enjoy. Seriously, super delicious. This is like the best combination. And of course, if you're not a big fan of shrimp, you can always substitute it for chicken. But let me tell you that the sauce, the rice, the shrimp, it's super delicious. The best. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how I make some delicious camarones a la diabla. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.